Starting big projects can feel really tough because they bring a lot of changes. People often wonder if they're doing the right things to be successful. With everything happening all at once and so many changes, it's easy to feel lost and not sure if you're on the right track. But these 9 signs will help you see where you stand on your way to success, even when it's hard to tell if you're going to reach your final goal. Number 1. Recognizing responsibility. Here's a hard truth. People are 100% responsible for everything that happens in their lives, including accidents and sudden illnesses. Often, there's a tendency to play the victim role, blaming lack of productivity on things like the weather, brain fog, the economy, or even distant disasters that have no direct connection. However, the reality is, individuals have the power to change their circumstances at any moment, but might lack the motivation because playing the victim feels easier. But the easier path is also the mediocre one. Making excuses and not taking action means living a life designed by others, not the life one truly wants. A clear sign of progressing towards success is no longer making excuses or justifying actions. It's about having the courage to take full responsibility, confronting unhappy situations in life, and actively working to change them. If failure occurs, the solution isn't to blame others, but to be objective. Understand the need to get back on track, work harder next time, and stay the course. As Tony Robbins often says, where attention goes, energy flows. So the question is, what is being sought? Excuses or opportunities? Each will be found accordingly. 2. Commitment to goals. When someone truly decides and commits to a goal, they move beyond actions motivated by obligation or duty. J. Krishnamurti, in his book Freedom from the Known, asserts, "In duty, there is no love," highlighting the idea that love cannot coexist with mere obligation. In the journey towards success, actions are driven by a deep, intrinsic desire. Commitment is primarily to oneself, recognizing that true happiness lies in following this path. The pursuit becomes not just fulfilling a calling, but being drawn irresistibly towards one's mission. The litmus test for this calling? Willingness to pursue it even without financial gain, motivated by a desire to contribute positively. For instance, consider the experience of starting to blog full-time. When asked, "What do you do for work?" a simple "I work for myself" often leads to further questions. Despite not making money initially, the commitment wasn't for monetary reward, but for the deeper goal of helping others live better lives. This choice meant forgoing the security of a conventional job to embrace a role as a writer and entrepreneur. This perspective challenges societal norms that view work primarily as a means to earn money. Instead, it presents work as a personal mission, offering fulfillment and long-term happiness far surpassing temporary pleasures like a fancy dinner. This is the essence of commitment. Choosing a path aligned with deep personal values and the desire to make a meaningful impact, regardless of immediate financial rewards. 3. Prioritizing self-care and wholeness. Consider the idea that individuals are complete entities, embodying mind, spirit, and body. Despite advances in neuroscience suggesting the spirit is a product of our powerful brains, the essence is that individuals are wholes and should be approached as such. Acknowledging oneself as a complete being leads to avoiding actions that are known to be harmful, as it becomes illogical to continue behaviors that damage oneself. Recognizing that distractions can lower performance and ultimately affect long-term happiness, there's a natural inclination to avoid actions that go against one's well-being. On the path to success, this translates to ensuring enough rest, recognizing sleep as important, allocating time daily for disconnection from external distractions to connect with one's inner self, perhaps through meditation or by turning off one's phone for substantial periods. Choosing a diet that is healthy and nutritious, avoiding junk food that harms both internally and externally. Dedicating time to learning from the success of others, whether through reading, documentaries, or podcasts, to nourish both the conscious and subconscious mind. And finally, making time for physical activity and ensuring exposure to sunlight, acknowledging the natural human need for movement and the positive effects of sunlight on the body and spirit. Making your focus a top priority every day. The concept that every second in business counts was emphasized in the first episode of the sitcom Mr. Selfridge. This highlights the importance of how one uses the 1,440 minutes available each day. Effectively utilizing this time is crucial for moving closer to one's goals, rather than drifting away from them. Success demands that not a single day is wasted, as working towards one's goals is not seen as a mere duty, but as fulfilling one's deepest desires and callings. Therefore, squandering time is seen as a significant obstacle. In the pursuit of significant achievements, maintaining constant focus is essential because this aligns with one's natural inclinations and strengths. The competition is not with others who are successful, but with oneself, striving for personal improvement. Mastering productivity and time management becomes a daily endeavor as the realization of one's goals hinges on constant performance. Maintaining focus and dedicating all time and energy towards achieving these goals marks the difference between merely knowing the path to greatness and actively walking on it. 5. Going through big changes in life. Walking the right path often brings significant changes. Whether good or bad, these moments become milestones in your life. The good changes might be your firsts, such as getting your first car, job, diploma, or apartment. These are the building blocks of your life goals. Other positive changes can be starting relationships and having children, which are wonderful experiences that leave lasting impressions on your heart. However, you'll also face negative changes like experiencing loss and grief. The key is to learn how to use these tough times as tools for growth. Although change can be hard to accept, it's essential for learning, growing, and moving forward in life. Deliberately stepping out of your comfort zone. On the journey to success, it's recognized early on that a mediocre mindset or attitude won't lead to significant progress. Thus, there's a developed preference for what are typically deemed uncomfortable situations. There's actually enjoyment in discomfort, stemming from the knowledge that growth and learning occur as a result, often looking back on these awkward moments with a sense of humor. This practice is embraced because the experiences of stepping out of one's comfort zone have proven to be the catalyst for escaping stagnation and propelling oneself forward in life. When the realization hits that challenging personal limitations, which are often just manifestations of one's limiting beliefs, leads to progress, it becomes almost addictive to seek out opportunities to leave the comfort zone behind. Interestingly, the specific lessons learned from these challenges, like driving a motorcycle at high speeds, may not be directly applied again. However, the confidence and sense of achievement gained from overcoming new and challenging situations are invaluable. These accomplishments bolster self-confidence and are internalized, enhancing one's belief in their capacity to navigate future challenges. 7. Viewing failure as a stepping stone. Ryan Holiday, in The Obstacle is the Way, highlights how failure illuminates the path by identifying what doesn't work. Embracing a mindset of success and being on the right path means no longer fearing failure. Instead, there's excitement for its lessons, understanding that each failure is a step closer to achieving goals. Even when faced with the daunting prospect of failure, the ability to look beyond to the positive outcomes that follow is a mastered skill. Failure is seen not as a setback, but as an internal part of the journey towards success. It's a process of elimination, removing one more incorrect option from the path to achievement. 8. The power of persistence. Tony Robbins encapsulates this with, "Successful people do what failures don't," highlighting why the path to success is less crowded at the summit. To join the ranks of those who master their destinies, it was necessary to learn through experience that a few attempts were not sufficient. The potential loss from giving up was too great, so the only choice was to persist. Standing up and trying again led to eventual success, proving that what seemed impossible was within reach. The difficulty of the journey taught the importance of focusing on the process, mastering it, and allowing the outcomes to naturally follow. Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, famously said, "Persistence is the key," underscoring the crucial role of continuous effort in achieving lasting success. 9. Not caring what others want. Following someone else's dreams is a guaranteed way to end up unhappy. We're all human and generally want similar things: a nice place to call home, delicious food, and love from those important to us. But beyond these basics, our aspirations are as unique as we are. Our society often suggests that owning lots of stuff will make us happy. Advertisements, movies, and music videos constantly show us images of big houses, fast cars, and glamorous lifestyles, hinting that these are the keys to happiness. And for some, this might be true. However, there are also many unhappy rich people. The real key to happiness is to chase your own dreams. When you do that, you won't be bothered by whether or not others understand or approve of them. So, are you on the right path? Let us know in the comments.